Sun, Spacey and Boy 14. Seemed the whole of Hollywood's being exposed for its paedophile ring. Shock confessions as sex pest dossier implicates 6 cabinet ministers. You mean those in the positions of so-called power are the actual ones that are the sex pests and probably far worse? Fallon, I felt radio host knee. Because he's such an attractive bloke, isn't he? Third gender in UK athletics. Pushing the transgender shite again. FBI closes net on Trump campaign aides. From what I've been reading about this was something that he did before Trump put him as his aide. So this is again just an attack of Trump. But then that's also just to try and make you think that he's not one of them. It's smoke and mirrors, misdirect you this way, that way, and every way they blinking well can. Catalan leaver flees after threat of charges from Madrid, and sex pest ministers face sack. Believe that if you will, because in those positions you don't get sacked, you get promoted. Mirror. Prince of Britain Awards. William, you are truly inspiring. Another bleeding parasite being put out as something special because he's turned up at some award actually mocking the armed forces, but of course they would like you to believe it's praising them. Guardian. Trump under new pressure after ex-aide admits perjury. So it's an ex-aide now, so you know what it's like I say, it's just a distraction. Smoke and mirrors, move you over here, look over here, why we're doing this over there. And then Puigdemont leaves Spain as Madrid seeks charges. I've been saying all along it's a dictatorship, and it's an in-your-face dictatorship, and there's all the evidence you need. You don't have a right to free speech, because if you do, we'll charge you and lock you up. Kevin Spacey, another Hollywood darling, accused of being a predator, and once again everyone knew. So again, they've always known. They all know who these predators are, who these dirty little pieces of horrible scum are. Toxic air kills 40,000 a year. 43 towns and cities breach safety limits. Pollution causes 6 million in 6 days. Rush to diesel is blamed experts. So this is about going petrol and diesel-less. When anyone that's done any research knows you could be running your car on water, and the only thing that comes out of it is hydrogen and oxygen. But of course, that would loosen their grip on us, and they don't want us to know that, because then they can't keep us as debt slaves, can they? Telegraph. Sex scandal could be worse than expenses. A picture of Kevin Spacey again. House of Cards cancelled after harassment claims. Well, it definitely looks like the whole House of Cards is coming down, I'm glad to say. Now, a bit further down there, just down near the bottom. Get divorced at the click of a mouse in digital revolution. Now, remember me saying they've been after destroying the family unit for a long time now. This is all part of that, because, you know, you have problems, let's just get divorced, and we do it on the internet, it's done quicker than you say what, and then if you find you made a mistake, well, got to get married again then, I suppose. Ousted right down in the bottom. Ousted Catalan president flees to Belgium. Dictatorship, in your face dictatorship through and through. The Times. Ministers face being fired in sex pest crackdown. Never going to happen. Never going to happen until the public have said we've had enough of this and we come and sort it out. Former Trump aide admits lying over Kremlin links. It looks like they're going to go to try and impeach Bush, but I believe that is just to get you to think, well, if they're going after him, he must be on our side. So, like I say, you just got to look at the fact he's a Henry Kissinger fan and he's one of his advisors. So the same crap carries on regardless of who's in power. There's just a face, and the real power is the government behind the government. Star. Corrie Star on double sex charge. Oh, so it's not just in Hollywood. We've got the sex pests over here in Parliament, and on TV. Wow, what a shock. Not really. Tempe. Coldest winter for 5 years on way. Oh, we better believe that then, because didn't they also say October was going to be, we're going to have an Indian summer, or was it September? And they got that wrong as well, didn't they? Foreign aid, new spending scandal revealed. Oh, you mean there's more corruption? Well, I couldn't have seen that coming. Aspirin cuts cancer risk. If you get the proper aspirin, yeah, not the pharmaceutical crap, that's more likely to kill you. Picture the couple of parasites, couple of the biggest parasites we've got on this on the UK. I'm not going to say much more about them because they don't deserve it. Metro, Spacey sex assault apology backfires. Now you've heard 3 different excuses. One, he was with a 14-year-old, which you know what that makes him. Another, he's trying to backfire, and the other one we just had. So, you know, even the papers are trying to spin this so that you don't really see the bigger picture. And Pest Minister crackdown. MPs must be punished for sexual harassment, says Leadsom. Never going to happen. They're all in it. They're all deviant sex-wise. Times. UBS and Brexit. This is a Swiss bank that's staying in the City of London. Well, of course it would, because that's where the real financial power of the financial control of the whole planet is. Like Washington's the military, and the Vatican is the spiritual, although they are demonic, and it's blatantly obvious to see that now. Former Trump campaign aides charged in Russian links inquiry. Yeah, not a lot to watch there. In fact, not a lot. Hopefully, just by viewing the papers on here, on YouTube, you've seen that there's nothing being reported of any interest whatsoever, and you can save yourself some money by not buying them. Dennis Healy. World events do not occur by accident. They are made to happen, whether it is to do with national issues or commerce, and most of them are staged and managed by those who hold the purse strings.